Other series, which is 2-2 after tonight's play. LeBron James doing that old hocus-pocus thing. And then lighten it up in the first quarter. He had 18 points in the first quarter. He had 25 points in the first half on 9 of 14
Ernie,
shooting.
I'm not a defensive specialist, but normally when there's two guys back there, a guy don't get a layup like that.
You're not one, but you play one on TV. Jared Jeffries.
He's been fantastic this entire series. Doesn't show up in the box score, but he's been fantastic.
I think he's been the most important player, obviously, besides Gilbert Arenas, who's been terrific offensively. But I think Jared Jeffries' defense is what has changed this series for Washington.
Gilbert Arenas had 6 points in the first half and 28 in the second half. Three-point play the hard way there.
He was just resting up for the second half, Arnie.
You know what he said he did? He changed everything at halftime. He changed his shoes, changed his shirt, changed everything. He did. No, he said he did.
He's got some quirks.
LeBron James called for the offensive here.
This guy has drawn at least 5 offensive fouls on LeBron James. That's pretty awesome in 2 games.
106-96 the final, so the Wizards come from behind and tie that series up at 2 games apiece. And here's what they were saying afterward. Cheryl Miller working that game.
At the first half, LeBron had 25 points. What did you guys do differently in the second half to slow him down?
You know, nothing different. You know, he came out on fire. You know, 5 from 7 from the three-point line. You can't do nothing about that because you want him to shoot outside jump shots. So we just try to keep him out the lane, and hopefully he'll just keep taking them.
Well, it seems like, you know, they're trying to take my aggressiveness away. I've been called for more offensive fouls in this series than all 82 games combined, probably. You know, and I don't know if they're trying to take my aggressiveness away, trying to make me settle outside, but I just got to keep being aggressive because that's what type of player I am. That's the way I'm going to help my team win ball games.
You know, I mean, this is LeBron's show. You know, we're just all, you know, we're all witnesses. You guys can't use that one.
Gilbert Arenas working the room there in the postgame, and you see the difference between the first half and the second half for LeBron James and Gilbert Arenas, just night and day. Go ahead, Charles.
You know, before this series started, I said these two teams, they're both mediocre teams, and I thought whoever played the best between Gilbert Arenas and LeBron James in every game, that team is going to win that series.
Hey, Doc, not only did Arenas change his jersey, his shorts, his shoes, and his tights, saying they brought him bad luck, but it says here that Eddie Jordan told his players, go out here and have some fun. They're going to abandon the Princeton offense and go out and do the play of the Kings, Bonzi Wells.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew.
The Chris Kaman and Reggie Evans thing coming up.
Oh!
Wow. Nice freeze.
That's what it's come to.
Great time. LeBron James, a new playoff career best, 45 points. For Jeff Van Gundy, Cheryl Miller, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Devlin saying good night from Cleveland. The playoffs continue tomorrow night on TNT. Miami takes on Chicago in Game 6, and the Lakers host the Suns in Game 6. You've been watching TNT, the exclusive home of the 2006 Western Conference Finals. Now let's send it down to Atlanta, Georgia, and Ernie Johnson for Inside the NBA. Take it away, EJ. What a finish in Cleveland. James for the win. 0.9 left. Arenas. LeBron does it again.
And with that, the Cleveland Cavaliers take a 3-2 lead over the Wizards as they head back to D.C. for Game 6, the second game winner of the series for LeBron James in his first playoff appearance. You chuckle, Charles. Why is that?
You know, me and Kenny were talking in the back. The Washington Wizards got to be the worst defensive team I've seen in a long time. It's funny. Both of these, LeBron played fantastic, Gilbert played fantastic, but the Wizards got to be the worst defensive team. First of all, you can't let LeBron get the ball. I mean, you get any shot you want at any time. Any shot at any time. It's unbelievable how bad they are defensively. They're just great offensively. They're great, yeah. They're just great offensively. That's what keeps them in the game. But you can't give layup after layup after layup after Ernie, come on now.
Charles, I'm not disagreeing with you.
But these are layups. You know, in a playoff game. And then the double team, you come out of double team and get a layup after layup after layup. You can't take away anything from LeBron and Gilbert Arenas, but defense is
a lost art there. 45.
You know what?
What?
All you got to, you're supposed to, you know, when coaches talking about keep the guy in front of you, contain, layup after layup after layup. That's very. And Ed Jordan got to go crazy.
Well, it's obvious, too, because you look at it with two questionable things that went on. Obviously, one was why didn't LeBron get double-teamed to take a jump shot? But the other one, you realize that the coach doesn't have confidence in your defense. When you're going for the game winner with 17 seconds to go, you're down 1. Any other good team is going to say, you know what, let's score quickly or try to score quickly to give ourselves a chance in case we miss. They were going for a buzzer shot at the end of a game to win it. That's not normal.
Because we were saying, man, that's a stupid decision to try to do that. And it said, they're going to score every time, so we want to get the last shot. And they still couldn't get the last shot.
Why don't you guys take us through the game winner? We've seen it a couple of times, but if we can just kind of go step by step on this thing and tell us, how did LeBron James, number one, get the ball so easily, and number two, get to the rim for a game winner?
You know, I don't want to call a guy, don't tell him, but this is Antoine Jameson's fault, because right there he got picked. They got him in the corner. If they collapse on him in the corner, this game is basically over. But Jameson gave up the baseline, and that was just, I mean, because you put him in that corner, the game is over. He has to shoot a fadeaway jumper or make a tough pass, but you cannot give up the baseline. And first of all, if you're going to let him go by you, you got to foul him. At least make him make 2 free throws. You can't give up a layup.
Defense is a habit, and it's habitual. If you do it bad, you do it poorly, you're going to do it poorly at the end of the game. If you do it well, you're going to do it well at the end of the game. And they have bad defensive habits, and that's why they get so many layups on against them.
LeBron with 45, that's the playoff high for this postseason, and he is live right now with his post-game thoughts.
I think that would be one of my biggest basketball thrills, but we just found a way to win. You know, we felt like it shouldn't even win to overtime. We made some execution problems going down the stretch, but things happen. You know, we came together as a team in overtime and just won a basketball game.
Describe the final play for us.
Well, 3.3 seconds is a lot of time. You know, I didn't want to just catch and fire up a jumper with 3.3 seconds. I seen Antoine Jameson closing out hard, so, you know, I just tight-roped the baseline and was able to get to the rim for a layup.
LeBron, can you talk about the importance of getting this win and what it would have meant had you had a monumental collapse and lost this game going back to Washington?
It would have been devastating. To be up 8 points with a minute and a half, 2 minutes left in the game, you know, it could have sunk our ship. But, you know, we found a way to win. No matter how many points you win by, you know, 1 point, we'll take it.
Just to put a period on this, Washington inbounds with .9. They had a 20 and a full left.
That was a bad play then. You got to use those timeouts. You know, they just panicked. But they should have called timeout. You can't.
Cavs fans extending their condolences. First quarter, Cavs down 1 off the Pistons turnover. Damon Jones to LeBron. Just 4 points for LeBron in the first half. Second quarter, Pistons down 1. Chauncey Billups pull up. He had 20 and 5 assists. Pistons up 1. Third quarter now. Pistons up 7. Rip Hamilton from the corner pocket, 3 of his 22, and it's a 10-point Detroit lead. Cavs coming back, though, down 4. Flip Murray, the 3. First 3 for the Cavs in the game. They're down 1. Fourth quarter, and it's all about LeBron. Down 3. Flip Murray to LeBron. 1-point game. Next Cavs possession. To Anderson Varejao for the lay-in, the foul. Cavs up 2 after the free throw. Game tied at 64 now. And LeBron, the finger roll. 2-point Cavs lead. LeBron at 15 in the fourth. He's not done. Cavs up 4. Then LeBron just having his way with the Pistons D.
You know, when I see a double team, I got to get a ball up. But I seen some creases in the fourth quarter, and I was able to attack and give ourselves an opportunity to win the ball game.
And that he did. LeBron coming up with 3 more of his 21 points, also pulled down 10, dished out 10. A triple-double for LeBron, who was just huge. That was his mom, Gloria, and Flip Saunders' team shooting just 39% from the floor. So LeBron, 21, 10, and 10, his second triple-double of the playoffs. His postseason scoring matching his regular season output of 31 points per. Now, Rasheed Wallace warned the Cavs not to feel too giddy. Said, Sheed, we are still going to win this series. Well, as far as LeBron's concerned, it ain't over.
All that matters to me is that we was able to protect home court and win by 9 against a very good team, the great team, as a matter of fact. They're a great team, and we was able to protect home court. That's all that matters to me. You know, what I was able to do out on the court helped our team win the ball game. We can't ride on waves and ride high and be on cloud 9 about game 3. You know, it's over and done with. The series is 2-1. It's a new ball game now.
So LeBron with his second triple-double of the playoffs, and with that, he joins Magic Johnson as the only players in NBA history with multiple triple-doubles in their first postseason. Magic had 5 of them for the Lakers back in 1980. Fairly well without Larry Hughes this season. During the regular season, Cleveland went 27-19 while Hughes was out recovering from 2 finger operations. Saturday, Hughes was with his family mourning the death of his brother Justin as the Cavs won Game 3 of their series with the Pistons.